In the heart of New Orleans, a city steeped in history and mystery, there stood an ancient mansion with a dark past. The locals referred to it as the Widow's Peak House, a name whispered in hushed tones. One stormy night, a brave young woman named Amelia dared to explore the mansion, intrigued by the rumors that surrounded it. As Amelia stepped through the creaking door, a sense of foreboding settled over her. The air inside was thick with the scent of old wood and decay. Ignoring her unease, she ventured further, her flashlight cutting through the darkness. In a forgotten corner, she discovered a dusty photo album. The pictures inside revealed the mansion's former inhabitants, a once happy family, their smiles frozen in time. Curiosity piqued, Amelia delved into the history of the mansion. Years ago, a wealthy widow named Eleanor lived there with her 2 children, Eliza and Henry. Eleanor, renowned for her beauty, was rumored to practice dark arts. Legend had it that she made a pact with a malevolent spirit to preserve her youth, but the price was steep: the souls of her children. The sinister bargain cursed the mansion, trapping the spirits of Eliza and Henry within its walls. As Amelia continued her exploration, she heard faint whispers echoing through the halls. The siblings' restless spirits pleaded for release. Determined to help them, Amelia delved into ancient texts and performed a ritual to break the curse. The mansion trembled as the spirits were freed, their anguished cries replaced by a peaceful silence. However, the moment of relief was short-lived. In a chilling twist, Amelia saw her reflection in an ornate mirror. The face of Eleanor stared back at her, twisted in fury. The malevolent spirit, enraged at losing its hold, lunged at Amelia, trying to drag her into the cursed realm. With sheer willpower, Amelia broke free, shattering the mirror and banishing the spirit for good. Amelia fled the Widow's Peak House, forever changed by the encounter. The mansion stood silent, its dark secret finally laid to rest. The tale of Amelia's bravery and the redemption of the mansion became a cautionary legend, a reminder that even the most malevolent forces could be defeated by courage and determination. On the outskirts of a quiet town, a desolate road wound its way through the woods. Local legend told of a phantom hitchhiker, a young woman in a white dress, who appeared on this road each year. As the anniversary of her tragic death approached, whispers of her haunting grew louder. One fateful night, Mark, a skeptical traveler, found himself driving down that very road. He scoffed at the ghostly tales, dismissing them as mere superstitions. However, as he passed the old cemetery, he noticed a figure in the distance, a young woman in a tattered white dress, her thumb outstretched. Against his better judgment, Mark stopped the car. The woman climbed in, her presence sending shivers down his spine. She uttered a single word: cemetery. Mark, feeling a mix of fear and curiosity, drove her there in silence. Upon arrival, she vanished into thin air, leaving behind an eerie silence. Unable to shake off the encounter, Mark researched the town's history. He discovered a newspaper article from decades ago, detailing the tragic death of a young woman named Lily. She had died in a car accident on the same road on that very night. Haunted by the experience, Mark returned to the cemetery, hoping to find closure for Lily's restless spirit. Armed with a bouquet of white lilies, he placed it on her grave, whispering words of peace and solace. Suddenly, a gust of wind rustled the leaves, and a soft voice carried on the breeze, thanking him. From that day on, the hitchhiker's apparition ceased to haunt the desolate road. The townsfolk believed that Mark's act of kindness had finally put her spirit to rest. Mark, forever changed by the encounter, became a believer in the supernatural. He often shared his story, a testament to the power of compassion in the face of the unknown. And thus, the tale of the vanishing hitchhiker became a story of redemption, reminding everyone that sometimes, acknowledging the past and showing kindness could lay even the most persistent ghosts to rest. In the heart of a picturesque town stood an antiquarian shop, its shelves laden with curiosities from centuries past. Among its treasures was a mirror, its ornate frame carved with intricate designs. Little did anyone know that this mirror held a dark secret. Lena, a curious young girl, became entranced by the mirror's beauty during one of her visits to the shop. Ignoring the shopkeeper's warnings, she purchased it and brought it home. At night, strange whispers emanated from the mirror, and Lena would catch glimpses of a shadowy figure within its depths. The entity introduced itself as the Mirror Man, a trapped soul seeking release. At first, Lena was captivated by the Mirror Man's promises of power and secrets from beyond. Entranced, she allowed him to guide her, and her reflection began to change. Her once innocent eyes turned sinister, mirroring the darkness within. Alarmed, Lena realized the Mirror Man's intentions were far from benevolent. Desperate, she sought help from a local priest, Father Matthias, who recognized the mirror's malevolent aura. Together, they devised a plan to trap the Mirror Man. With ancient chants and sacred symbols, they bound the entity, preventing it from causing further harm. However, the Mirror Man, enraged by his imprisonment, lashed out. The room quaked, and Lena's reflection contorted into a grotesque, monstrous form. Father Matthias, undeterred, continued his incantations. With a blinding flash of light, the Mirror Man screamed and shattered into countless shards, vanquished by the priest's unwavering faith. Lena's reflection returned to normal, but the ordeal left her forever changed. Grateful for Father Matthias' bravery, she vowed to protect others from the mirror's curse. The mirror was sealed and hidden away, its malevolent power contained. The town learned of Lena's harrowing experience, a cautionary tale passed down through generations. The mirror's legend served as a reminder that even the most alluring objects could harbor darkness. The story of Lena and the Mirror Man became a chilling parable, warning against the temptation of unknown forces and the importance of seeking help from the light in times of deepest shadows. In a small town nestled among the hills, a group of friends gathered for a night of thrill-seeking, unaware of the horrors they were about to unleash. Intrigued by the supernatural, they decided to play the Midnight Game, an ancient ritual rumored to conjure a sinister entity. The friends followed the ritual's instructions meticulously, drawing a salt circle and lighting a single candle at the stroke of midnight. As the clock chimed, the room grew icy cold. Shadows danced on the walls, and an eerie silence settled over the house. Unbeknownst to them, the Midnight Man had entered their realm. At first, they dismissed the subtle signs, flickering lights, distant whispers, as mere imagination. But as the night deepened, the atmosphere grew more oppressive. The air seemed charged with malevolence. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through the room, extinguishing the candle. Panic gripped the friends as darkness engulfed them. Desperate, they relit the candle, their trembling hands barely managing to spark a flame. The moment the candle flickered back to life, they saw him, the Midnight Man, a shadowy figure with glowing eyes, lurking in the corner. He moved closer, his presence suffocating. Terrified, they attempted to end the ritual, but the Midnight Man was relentless. He pursued them through the house, his whispers growing louder, promising unspeakable horrors. Every corner they turned, every room they entered, he was there, his malevolent aura enveloping them. As the first light of dawn broke, the friends huddled together, exhausted and terrified. They recited the ritual's reversal, banishing the Midnight Man back to the shadows. The room grew warm, and the oppressive presence lifted. The friends, forever scarred by the night's events, vowed never to dabble in the occult again. The tale of their harrowing encounter spread through the town, a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurked in the darkness. The Midnight Game became a cautionary legend, a story told to warn others of the malevolent forces that could be unleashed when one delves too deep into the unknown.